But it's particularly like, for example, you ever heard of Mithraism? Mithraism was the in like first century AD was the primary competitor to Christianity throughout the whole Roman Empire, and Christianity won out for a variety of reasons. But Mithraism was loaded with some really potent symbolism, and one of the things is that during the Mithraic ceremonies or rituals was called the tauroctony, the slaying of the celestial bull. And when you look at these images, they would go underground and they would have fake like temple with stars painted on the ceiling. And at the end of that, they would have this carving of Mithras stabbing his sword into slaying the bull, the celestial bull, stabbing his sword into the shoulder of the bull, the blood flowing out. And if you superimpose the constellation of the Taurus in the classical sense, the shoulder of the bull is the Pleiades. I look at that and I go, I think what they're trying to symbolize here is that on a yearly basis, they would see this meteor stream pouring out of the shoulder of the bull. And I could certainly pull up some stuff like that to look at. I thought really quickly, since before we leave the Atlantis thing, a couple of the things there is. So now Solon is in Egypt, Sais, Egypt. He's talking to the ancient priests, right? And he says, thereupon one of the priests, who was of a very great age, said, So, Solon, you Hellenes are but children. And there's never an old man who is a Hellene. Solon, hearing this, said, What do you mean? The old priest said, I mean to say, in mind, you're all young. There is no old opinion handed down among you by ancient tradition, nor any science, which is hoary with age. And I will tell you the reason for this. There have been, and will be again, many destructions of mankind arising out of many causes. The greatest have been brought about by the agencies of fire and water, and other lesser ones by innumerable causes. There is a story, which even you Hellenes who don't know shit, you're like children with your knowledge, there's a story which even you have preserved. That once upon a time, Phaeton, the son of Helios, yoked his steeds of his father's chariot because he was not able to drive them in the path of his father, burned up all that was upon the earth, and was himself destroyed by a thunderbolt. Now here's the key passage. Now this has the form of a myth, but really signifies a declination of the bodies moving around the earth and in the heavens, and a great conflagration of things, all things upon the earth recurring at long intervals of time. So he's saying right there, okay, this has a form of a myth, but it's not really a myth. Behind the myth is something real, and it's the bodies circulating in the heavens, they decline or they descend to earth, and he sets the earth on fire. So he's describing right there, you see, this whole phenomenon, and making it clear that there's more dimensions to what we think of as myths than just some mere fanciful, superstitious, concoction to try to explain the unknown. That there really is something going on behind there. That's, to me, really significant.
It's really fascinating, too, when he's talking about how there's no old science and that everyone's young. And it's really interesting when you think about someone from that long ago trying to make an account of what had happened to the Earth.
Concoction.
A relatively simplistic view of a relatively simplistic understanding of the sky, of
Concoction.
volcanoes, of all these different things.
Gebräu.
But the way they're describing it coincides once you have modern knowledge.
Here's a concoction between yeast
Italiano, who was a geologist back, I think she died in the early 90s. She was one of the forerunners of looking at the Atlantis thing and deciding
and water.
That it was just a myth that was made up.
Superimposed.
Was looking at this back in the 70s. She didn't have access to the data that we now have. Okay, she was the one who coined the term geology.
Überlagern.
You know what? We really need to be taking a closer look at some of the myths of old because they actually may contain really valid.
I'm gonna
that happened in the past.
superimpose my focus from CS2 to PUBG.
There's a story about a great meteor or comet or asteroid something, causing destruction on the Earth. And Plato was saying, this is not just a myth, it's literal. It really represents.
And it really makes sense.
Yeah, and then he goes on to say, if any action which is noble or great or in any other way remarkable has taken place, all that has been written down of old and is preserved in our temples. Whereas you and other nations are just being provided with letters and other requisites of civilized life, and then, at the usual period, the stream from heaven descends like a pestilence. And I find the use of that term stream is interesting because we talk about a meteor stream, right? And we're looking at events that may have been caused by the influx of enormous amounts of cosmic material. And I think that's the best way to explain what happened at the end of the last ice age. A lot of the critics have tried to oversimplify it and say, well, you had just one object coming in, that can't explain it, right? But the idea is the models that have evolved, there's not just a single event, but multiple events. Almost like, again, back to the British neo-catastrophists. The idea of sort of an impact epoch, which has to do with meteor streams will precess, they will move. So there will be times when the Earth is crossing the stream, and other times when the Earth is more or less missing the stream. The analogy I use is you're out driving down a country road, and you're all by yourself, you're listening to some tunes, you're kicked back.
Recess.
So, it's relaxed, you're not paying a lot of attention, right? Your probabilities of getting an impact are very low. Now you come up to an intersection, right?
Präzidieren.
It's a major intersection, there's cars going both ways. So now your probabilities of getting into an accident are going to increase by several orders of magnitude. Now, to take the analogy further, you'll know that sometimes there might, if it's 3 a.m., maybe your probabilities are low.
Präzidieren, vorausgehen.
Probabilities are high. And if you just shut your eyes and you cross that intersection, boom, you might get slammed. Same way, think of that. Think of a meteor stream, and in that meteor stream, there are pockets where the material is denser, and other places where it's spread out much finer. And there'll be times of the year or times within, let's say, a millennia.
The guy with shotgun.
That meteor stream in a much more denser part than other centuries. During that period, you're going to have an increased probability of something happening. And I think this is the model that's emerging now. That we're realizing that
Precessing
in Earth's vicinity,
the guy with the AR on the push of a building.
It completely makes sense, but it is horrific to think that the history of the human race and its survival is dependent upon, in a lot of ways, luck.
It is, yeah. So I thought I would run through this. I call this close encounters. This is not by any means comprehensive, but I've been tracking this shit for decades now. So I call this close encounters. And
Horrific, entsetzlich.
What we're talking about here. Okay, We start out when I started tracking this stuff.
PUBG esports
1988, Earth just
being
started to
TPP now is horrific.
1989, giant asteroid makes close pass by Earth. 1991, near miss of Earth by small asteroid. Now, of course, the small asteroid can still do a hell of a lot of damage. Tunguska was a small asteroid. 1994, asteroid comes within 65,000 miles of Earth. 96, it was a close call for planet Earth. 2000, study raises number of dangerous asteroids. Later in that year, asteroid estimates too low. Asteroid makes close approach. Scientists worry over asteroids. Huge asteroid nearly misses Earth, January 7, 2002. January 7th, large asteroid passes close to Earth.
Asteroid large enough to wipe out France.
Yes.
It'll just pass Earth at a distance of 500,000 miles. So that's twice the distance to the moon.
Had it been on a collision course, it would have created one of the worst disasters in human history, said Stephen Pravdo, the NEAT project manager at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
And this is just 2002.
Yep.
How did it hit?
Yeah. March 8th, an asteroid large enough to flatten the city buzzed Earth earlier this month and was not seen until after it flew harmlessly by.
Oh my God. That's the thing about the sun, right? Like that it was coming from the sun, so it was coming from that same area.
And in Tunguska, yes. Now this, unless you're looking in the right place for it, you're not going to necessarily see it.
I like the article too, highlighting cosmic blind spot.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying thought.
Yeah. And then the same year, June 14th, asteroid 2002 MN hits Earth its closest shave in years. An asteroid the size of a football pitch, well, that would be 100 yards in diameter, which is quite a bit bigger than the Tunguska.
That one's close, 75,000 miles.
Yeah,
that's really close.
That's really close.
Well inside Earth's orbit, or the moon's orbit, rather.
Same event.
Asteroid the size of a football field.
August 7th, near miss asteroid whizzes past Earth. This is 800 meters wide. Now that's many times bigger than the Tunguska. This 800 meters could wipe out an area bigger than the state of Texas. And it would have global effects.
So 8 football fields.
Yeah.
And it can kill an entire state and probably put the entire Earth.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
What's up?
Dude, your message looks so specific. I was interested.
Hot drop aggro,
Yeah, let's go.
platform max, what ranked, no?
I don't know. I'm like gold 2. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. But I just got to the PC, so I will warm up. If you don't mind waiting.
Sure.
Do you play 1v1? Sometimes?
If you want.
Are you good in 1v1?
Not really. Test me out. We can test me out if you want.
Wait, because the one pro was writing me, maybe I 1v1 him, but I don't think he's speaking. I would appreciate if you would give me a follow on Twitch. If you use it. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
I would appreciate if you follow me on Twitch if you.
I'll look it up.
Say what?
Look it up.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, it'll give you a follow if you're good. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I will 1v1 this pro now. I think it's the real. I don't know. I think it's the real one. Yeah. We will see.
Playing with no sound.
What did you say? Ah, he good. He good.
Maybe you should put the sound on so you can hear his footsteps.
It's just not showing up on stream, I think.
Oh, really?
I don't know, bro. Oh, bro, no. Oh, is he not dead? What the fuck? uh, okay, bro. Gotcha, bitch. Can you hear my voice on stream? Or no?
Yeah, but not the game.
Okay. Ah, come on. No. How's another headshot, bruh? Come on. What? No way. Oh man. Ooh. It was a bad push. No. Come on, man. She's the bitch. Ah, GG.
You're the best.
Huh?
Yeah, you're the best.
Ah, bro, I'm dog shit.
You're amazing. I
I'm
believe in you.
dog water, bro. I mean, my barrel was good, but Oak, I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, the AUG's been weird to me too.
I'm not using it that much, you know. I specialize on barrel Dragunov.
Hmm.
I think I can beat him, like maybe in months or something. But let me fix my audio stream.
Sure.
Can you please? Are you still watching?
Yeah.
Test, 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 test. Test. Okay, my desktop audio is um not picking up on my OBS audio mixer.